into our final game for this second series of the evening. So spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Terraform, it is the blue Terran player able to take it back with his mech style. It is from Team Ascension Pro, Dolan.
And his opponent on the opposite side of the map in the Zerg, in the purple, representing Team Endurance Gaming or Esports. There we go. I got it. We have Crayon, and we'll see if he can kind of take back this series after losing game 2.
Yeah, we're going to see Crayon's actually going to send out an early scout here. He's going to look for any proxies or anything because this would be the time to pull it off on a two-player map that is relatively small, considering the kind of some of the pathing and travel distance. So this drone is going to go ahead and do some scouting, check for some proxies while he's at it. And yeah, but Dolan not exactly looking to pull that out, looking to play a little bit more standard, or at least what he would call standard.
I guess the term definition of standard, as far as players are concerned, can be extremely flexible. Because some players do prefer their bio, some players do prefer their mech play. I tried to go for the SUV and is gonna not be. He's met with a bar of steel and just disappointment. Why couldn't you be better, drone? Why couldn't you be better?
We're going to see a hatch burst coming out from Crayon. So Crayon definitely opening up pretty normally here. And we're going to see this drone's going to try to get at that SCV, but another SCV is going to come and be a hero and help save the day for this barracks to get up. Because the job must be completed. And it will be, because the Marine's going to come out.
Yeah, most definitely. We do have the pool, like you said, coming up. We have a gas following up as well from Cran, who is going to not looking to do anything too out of the ordinary here. So maybe he's just trying to get to the late game and then be a Zerg, overwhelm his opponent.
Yeah, we do see that he is going to go with that pool and then getting that gas. So I'm still wanting to get this gas pretty early on here. So I suspect that he's probably just going to go ahead and open up with speedlings again, and then keep one in gas, and then just kind of play it out while getting that economy to continue joining up with that third base, and then kind of moving on from there.
It is going to be Reaper expand coming out here from our Terran player, so he's going to be able to see that basically Cran's doing nothing too far out of the ordinary. A couple more lings than what you normally expect. Usually 4, I think, is right around the amount you want for scouting information as far as early game is concerned.
Yeah, so Reaper's definitely looking for some opportunities here. He's probably looking for some overlords or some lings that might be coming by, but not going to find too much here. But there are going to be some lings traveling here, so this Reaper actually finds it. But it gets surrounded, so that Reaper's going to go down pretty quickly here, and these 6 lings are going to reign supreme.
Yes, the lings are going to laugh at the depth corpse of the Reaper and say, "Ha ha, we got you first." Meanwhile, we do have speed following up with this. So Cran just going to try to see if he can force a cancel or delay the natural expansion in any way that he can.
Yeah, and he is. He's going to get that SCV, and a little bit of indecision by these lings here, but going to be able to take out a Marine, but going to get taken out pretty quickly. So delays that expansion, but loses those lings in the meantime. So going to be able to delay it once again. So that command center literally seconds away from being finished, but these lings are going to be delaying it one more time.
Yes, indeed. Metabolic Boost is just about now finishing up in about 10 seconds here, which means that if he wanted to, he can just put in like a round of Zerglings and just see if he can get some SCV pressure done. There are Hellions on the map now, and a Roach Warren following it up, so this pressure is probably not going to be continuing for too much longer.
Yeah, definitely here. So that Roach Warren fixed it up, and that early speed actually was there specifically to delay the expansion. So these lings doing exactly what they were meant to do. Crayon just doing what he can to delay that expansion so that he can get a little bit further himself here. But we're gonna see a Baneling Nest, so maybe we might see a Roach Bane bust, or maybe it's gonna be a little bit more defensive. We're gonna We're going to see here, but these roaches are going to start streaming across the map.
Yeah, and back on from Dolan, we have a starport with the tech lab on it. For Banshees, I'm assuming he's supply blocked, so I can't exactly see it through my overlay, but I'm assuming that's what it is. Um, Maybe he's going for Raven. Ooh, see, this is the problem with doing custom overlays. Sometimes you have no idea what's being built at a certain time. Anyways, Bangling that's just about now finishing up. So yeah, maybe this will be a kind of a Bangling kind of bust here.
Yeah, so we're going to see roaches are going to go ahead and get some initial pressure down here. A little bit of micro misstepping from our Zerg player, but able to keep the pressure on, and the Hellbats have been transformed, so we're going to see this attack continue on here. But roaches might get trapped in a corner, but they're going to start moving, so sniping an SCV, trying to get in and trying to get some damage done, but this bunker is actually in a decent place. On decent position, so no Banes coming out quite yet, but these Hellbats definitely trying to corner these roaches, and they actually do. So roaches going to continue to get some shots off, but that AoE damage is going to start stacking here, and these roaches are going to get cleaned up.
Yes, indeed, that Banshee is on the field now, which is going to help out immensely with being able to clean up the last little bits of the roaches. He does have Cloak about 3/4 of the way done, so that will be on the field fairly shortly here. And if he moves that across the map right now, there are no spore crawlers for Crayon. He might be able to get a couple of drone kills.
Yeah, but we do see there's a lair, so we might see an Overseer being morphed here soon in response, but nothing to really indicate or suggest that quite yet. So, but all these units are streaming across the map, so this could be a deadly push out from our Terran player.
Especially with the Banshee and being able to maybe take out a couple of spine crawlers before Crayon really do anything, because like we mentioned, there is not really sight now. So Crayon definitely needs to work on that. One spore crawler is on the way, so that'll be fixed fairly shortly here.
Yeah, so that spore crawler is going to go up here in just a moment, revealing that Banshee, and that Banshee's going to be taking a considerable amount of damage, but there's all these Hellbats, and Bailey's going to get a decent hit off, but there's just not anything here besides 7 Mutalisks, so Banshee does go down, which is a relief here, and Spinecrawler's going to go ahead and get a kill here, but Jones going to have to be very carefully positioned. But Mutalisks are going to come out, and they're going to start picking away at these Marines, which should effectively shut down this push.
Yes, but Dolan does know that the Mutalisks are on the field, so he's going to be prepared for them, and that's, I think, the best thing when dealing with Mutalisks is just knowing that they're coming. Because once you know that they're coming, you can just throw down a couple missile turrets, start going up onto Thors or whatever you need to do, depending on how many of those Mutalisks are on the field.
Yeah, so interesting move out of Dolan, going for the double Widow Mines and double Marines with the Banshee coming out here. And these Mutalisks actually might get a jump on the Banshee, but Dolan realizes just GG. Crayon takes it. He moves on to meet Bly in the Winter Series.
ZVZ. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, so congratulations to Crayon for making it to the Winter Series. Going up against Bly is not going to be an easy feat, though.